Hello, Emeka Stanley is my name. Thanks for sticking around. Today I was reading something about Solomon's reign, and the Bible noted that Solomon had a very prosperous reign. Okay, and that the people of Israel and Judah, which he presided over, they ate and drank. They had full. Okay, so this drew my mind back to the time of Garden of Eden when God created Adam. Okay, he created Adam and told Adam, he gave Adam a singular task of tending the Garden of Eden. So, what this shows is that the primary and only profession God gave to Adam was agriculture. Not because agriculture was going to be the only profession, but because directly or indirectly, every other profession and those who practice the profession will be dependent on the proceeds of agriculture. Raw materials, name it. Even the food you consume are products of agriculture. So I have realized that God's standard of prosperity is having abundance of agricultural produce, food items, camels. If in the Bible, if anybody was to be adjudged by being prosperous, adjudged as being prosperous, there is always a rundown of how many cattle the person owned, how many camels the person owned, gold the person owned. All these things are proceeds of agriculture. And what this simply means, or what this points to, is that every government, any government that wants to succeed, that wants to build a prosperous nation, must make agriculture a priority. You must ensure that there is abundance of food, there is abundance of raw materials for your nation to use. You must be productive. Produce a lot of what you consume, if not all. In fact, if anybody wants to, eat out of what they consume, then they should source it themselves. But make sure that your government, your country, has enough. Let things be in excess. Let things be in surplus. What it will automatically translate to is exportation. Malaysia has excess a lot of palm oil, and they are a major supplier of vegetable fat that is being used in Nigeria. They are a major supplier of oleum, or you can say soap noodles. All these things are made from palm oil, palm oil, yeah, crude palm. You can say that. The point is this: there is no distraction when it comes to building a prosperous nation. If you want to be the best, you want to leave an impact in the minds of people, invest heavily in agriculture as a government. If your people are well fed, they will be happy. They will be happy. There might be other areas you'll be lagging behind. But because they are well fed and they're happy, they might overlook it. But the beginning of your failure as a government is the scarcity of food, is high cost of food items. That is the only guarantee. That is the only way you can know a government that is not fit to be there. When when Israel, had food scarcity problems, they had to go to Egypt. Egypt became a heaven of they became the toast of many nations. People from all over the world were rushing to Egypt to buy foodstuff. If you have food, if you have a lot of agricultural materials, people will come to you. Abundance of agricultural produce is the shining light you need to attract nations. There are some things you will need to go out of your way, to bring people to you. But agricultural produce is not one of them. If you have a lot of agricultural produce, raw materials, you automatically attract people to you. You automatically attract nations to you because they must produce, they must consume. So why is the government, like, I don't understand. If this is the reality, this is the fact, why won't the government invest heavily in agriculture to ensure that they become a prosperous nation? I hope to see this work out. I hope that every government is watching me right now and they will take a clue from this. Just know that your standard of prosperity is determined by what you are able to produce in your nation. And a lot of what you can be able to produce comes from agriculture. I wish you all the best. I'll see you some other time. Cheers.